If you guys are looking for the most insane Facebook testing strategy of all time that will turn any single product into a 30x ROI investment, then you came to the right place, because this video is going to explain the greatest testing strategy of all time. All right, guys, it's really not that complicated. It's not anything crazy. Testing products is supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be like the first step of the process. It's not the hard part. The hard part is scaling past 10K, 20K, 30K days. That's when things get a little bit more difficult, and you really need to double down and become a very, very good media buyer and advertiser. But for testing products, guys, it's not difficult. There's an industry standard to this on Facebook ads, and there's also a hybrid testing campaign that I'm going to show you guys. And I'm going to explain both strategies that you can use right now. One is a little bit more budget friendly, and one is an industry standard that isn't as budget friendly, and it is still relatively low when you take into account everything. So let's just talk about it, guys. It's not complicated. Again, it's not supposed to be difficult. You guys don't need to watch all these complicated testing strategies. It's not what's going to make or break your business. It's really your product and your messaging in your store, right? The actual important things. Testing is very, very easy. So let's head over to this beautifully made Google Doc where I'll show you guys both strategies. So as you guys can see right here, we have a CBO and we have an ABO strategy. Now, the beauty about testing in 2024 is that you don't need to use interest. So both of these are going to be broad targeting on the ad set level. Broad. Age, gender, location, 18 plus, male or female, depending on your product. And then I usually always test the United States first, but if you're inclined to test other countries, go ahead, just make a separate campaign. Okay, so for the CBO testing campaign, we're going to start with a $50 or $100 budget, and we're going to have one ad set, right? One ad set, because ad set means ad settings, and we're targeting broad, so we don't need other settings. And then within this ad set, we're going to put in all of our ad creatives, up to 10. You can have one ad creative, you can have 10 of them, and they can be videos and pictures. And this is a CBO with one ad set at $50 or $100. So what's going to happen is you're going to run this campaign, and it's not going to spend on all of your ads. It's only going to spend on what Facebook thinks is your best ad. Now, an ad that you really, really like and you spent a lot of time making it might only spend $1 or even less than that, and it might not get any spend at all. And that's Facebook saying this ad is not good enough. Now, if you're getting a lot of those ads, go over to Viral Ecom Ads and become a VIP. You get 75% off your video ads. And like me, I'm very bad at editing, so I often use them to edit my videos. I'll give them content, or they can go find content if you don't have any. But go check it out. It's $50 a month, and you get access to the VIP Discord, where I host a call every single Friday at 11 a.m. PST, and we do Q&As, and people ask me questions for usually over 30 minutes, hour long, whatever. But yeah, go check it out, guys. I think it'll help a lot. Go check it out, guys. It will help a lot. I'm just so bad at video editing. Okay, so with the CBO, when you upload 5 to 10 creatives, they're not all going to get spent, and that's okay, because with this strategy, it's more budget friendly. You're not spending money on losing ads, right? We're letting Facebook's AI and algorithm choose our best ad for us, and we don't have to waste money spending on losers like in an ABO, which is our second strategy, the ABO creative test campaign. And there are pros and cons of spending money on losers, believe it or not, because you get more feedback, you can look at more data, and it feels like you're giving your ads more of a chance to succeed when you use an ABO and you force spend to that. But again, you might spend a lot of money on losing ads. You can either think of that as a waste, or you can learn from it and improve your ads on your next round of testing. So how do you set up this ABO creative test campaign, which is pretty much an industry standard? Most ad accounts, most big brands have a creative testing campaign, whether it be CBO or ABO. They have a specific campaign set up for creative testing. Now, again, I want to mention this CBO hybrid test scale campaign is set up to scale. So you can test your creatives here and you can scale them here. Usually I always scale with CBO. With ABO, you're going to have to increase these budgets vertically on the creative test ad set with your best ad. Now you can still scale with this, but usually we scale CBOs, and this is why it's a hybrid, because it's already built to scale as soon as you launch it. There's a little bit more work that comes in with the ABO creative testing campaign. Now, when you're setting up this ABO creative test campaign, it's very simple. You're going to have one ad set per ad, or one ad per ad set, whatever way you want to think about it. So if you're going to launch 10 ads, you'll have 10 ad sets with each ad in its own ad set. and you'll set the budget anywhere between $5, $10, $15, $20, whatever you're comfortable with spending. I usually do $15 per ad set, and I'll launch 10 creatives at a time. I try to launch 10 every single week, or if I'm using the CBO method, I will launch 1 to 2 DCTs per week. Now, with the ABO creative test campaign, if you're not getting sales within 2 days, I would just turn off the ad. And if you have a creative that's getting sales, you can start to increase the budget by 20% every single day and start scaling it vertically. So again, the CBO is a little bit more budget friendly because you won't be spending on losers, and you can set your CBO budget at $50. And the ABO is pretty much industry standard. Like I said, most ad accounts, most brands have a creative testing campaign. They'll take their winning creatives and put them into their scaling campaign and even an advantage shopping campaign. Okay, so now that you guys know how to set this up, it's very, very easy. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to make these campaigns. So what's the best case scenario for both? Well, it's pretty simple. In the CBO, you're going to have 1 or 2 ads that take majority of spend and produce a low CPA where you hit your CPA goals. That's best case scenario. And best case scenario in the ABO, you have a few winning creatives that pop sales with a high ROAS. I'm usually looking for creatives that have 5+ sales with a 3x ROAS. That's usually a good indication that your ad is a winner. Now, you might pop 1 sale and you might think it's a winning ad, but then it just dies out and you don't get any more sales. That is not a winning ad. You need something that is consistent. So we use the rule 5 sales at a 3x ROAS for the ABO campaign. All right, so what metrics do we look at, guys? People are going to get mad when I say this, but I don't really care. Nothing matters except for CPA, especially as dropshippers who need to be profitable on the front end. We need profitable CPAs. Nothing else matters, because I can put up a picture of a cat video or a picture of my dog and say, click here for a free gift, and I'm going to get a bunch of clicks and a low CPM. Like, everyone's going to click on it. Why would you not click on a picture of my dog where it says free gift or free whatever, right? Like, that's not going to make you money at all. That's why CPC and CPM and CTRs, it doesn't matter if you're getting sales. Now, yes, if you're not getting any sales at all, then you can go look at your secondary KPIs like your CPC and CPM. But I get sales when I test products. I'm looking at what ad gives me the cheapest sales consistently, right? I don't really care about anything else, because sometimes my best ad has a higher CPC than my new ad that I tested that had 1 sale. It doesn't matter, right? Like, I'm trying to hit a goal of a CPA, and if my ad is hitting that goal, I am happy. I don't care if it has a bad CPM or a bad CPC. It just doesn't matter. And all your other gurus might get mad at me when I say this, but the truth is, if you're not getting sales, it's not coming down to your high CPC. It's coming down to your product, your landing page, and your offer, the things that actually move the needle. So focus on creating good product pages, testing good products, and creating good offers to get your first sale, and start looking at your CPA metrics, not your secondary KPIs, which you don't even need to look at ever, literally ever. Okay. So that's it for this video, guys. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. And if you're not already in the Discord, go check it out. I host a free call every single Monday at 11 a.m. PST. We hop on, people ask me questions. And same thing on Friday. It's a little bit longer call for the VIP members. And yeah, that's it. Peace.